Hi, I'm Big Dan Wilson. This week in Ohio Country Today, we meet one of our fine sponsors, Richard Lynch and the Richard Lynch Band. Richard, of course, is Ohio-born independent country music Hall of Fame artist. Gary Jackson recently sat down with Richard to discuss his childhood, growing up on the farm, and being an active farmer. And, of course, we get to listen to some of the great traditional country music Richard is famous for. All this week in Ohio Country Today. Allen Davis Insurance Agency, with 30 years commitment to the community, providing quality insurance services. Allen is a business owner and an active farmer, and he knows firsthand the pressures of running your farming operation. Call Allen today and ask about coverage for your farm, your vehicles, your equipment, crops, and more. Call 1-800-686-2148. That's 1-800-686-2148.
It's a humble idea. Use a biological process to turn a plant into a power source. From that idea came the first Poet Refinery. One biorefinery in one town turned into 27 facilities in 27 towns, creating new local jobs, producing hundreds of millions of gallons of ethanol, and providing renewable products around the world. Suddenly, that one little idea seems a whole lot bigger. See the world differently with Poet.
The Ohio Soybean Council and the Soybean Checkoff established the Soybean Rewards Program to provide Ohio soybean farmers information, research, and other resources about yields, premium opportunities, new varieties, disease and pest management, conservation best management practices, and much, much more. For more information, check them out on the web at soybeanrewards.org. That's soybeanrewards.org. Automate your existing sliding doors with Propel Automation of Ohio. Automate up to 60-foot twin sliding shed or barn doors with their award-winning patented system. And now Propel Automation of Ohio is part of Ohio Agribility Program, allowing Ohio farmers and farm families who are coping with disabilities or long-term health conditions to automate their doors. For security, safety, convenience, remember Propel Automation of Ohio. Check us out on the web at propelohio.com.
Hello once again, everyone. We're at the Keepin' It Country Farm in Waynesville, just outside of Waynesville. That's north of Lebanon, and we're visiting with Richard Lynch. The Keepin' It Country Farm, Richard, has been a pretty good success, a send-off for your music, so to speak, and you've been able to pay into the community, pay forward, pay back, however you want to look at that. You've been on the road. Tell us a little bit about what you've done in the past. I understand that you've cut a new album and a lot of good music coming our way. Tell us a little bit about what's been going on.
Well, first of all, thank you, Gary, for visiting with me once again. It's always a pleasure to be with you, sir. Yeah, but our new album is called Mending Fences, and what an appropriate title. Mending Fences, of course, is a traditional country album that I just did. But if you think about that statement, mending fences, it could be realistically right here stretching wire or building fences, or mending fences could be a relationship, or mending fences could be, a political.
Something that our country needs about now.
Absolutely. So we run across a song called Mending Fences, and we thought, wow, what an incredible song and what a potentially incredible message to spread. So we have 12 brand new songs, all traditional songs on there, and we titled it Mending Fences. I was lucky enough to have 2 of my songs make it on the album that I wrote. So I'm really proud about that.
Picture a place where many years have gone by. A Michigan winter and a deep blue sky. That cold north wind couldn't bring it down. Not every place was meant to be in town. This old barn is where I used to play. This old barn is where my grandpa prayed. So if you tear it down, it won't be coming There's so much real country charm in this old barn. Hand-hewed beams and them old dirt floors, old leather tack hanging from a rough sawed board. And you can still read that old faded sign, hardware flour and the 5 and dime. This old barn is where I used to play. This old barn is where my grandpa prayed. So if you tear it down, it won't be coming back around. There's so much real country charm in this old barn. These words I'm saying, then you'll know this barn's worth saving. This old barn, you know it's worth saving.
Automate your existing sliding doors with Propel Automation of Ohio. Automate up to 60-foot twin sliding shed or barn doors with their award-winning patented system. And now Propel Automation of Ohio is part of Ohio Agribility Program, allowing Ohio farmers and farm families who are coping with disabilities or long-term health conditions to automate their doors. For security, safety, convenience, remember Propel Automation of Ohio. Check us out on the web at propelohio.com.
A strong community contains a lot of moving parts. Good jobs, a healthy economy, and maybe most importantly, pride. At Poet, we are proud to be doing our part, creating new local jobs and spurring economic development while producing products that improve lives around the globe. Together, we're not just working to serve our community, but to change the world. And that's something we can all be proud of. See the world differently with Poet.
Allen Davis Insurance Agency, with 30 years commitment to the community, providing quality insurance services. Allen is a business owner and an active farmer, and he knows firsthand the pressures of running your farming operation. Call Allen today and ask about coverage for your farm, your vehicles, your equipment, crops, and more. Call 1-800-686-2148. That's 1-800-686-2148.
Currently, our music's being played in 32 countries right now, and we're really happy about that. And, you know, it's great to be in Nashville and be associated with all those folks that's been my heroes for all these years, and a lot of the newcomers, too. And you know, it's been a long time. We've been paying our dues for many, many years, but we're kind of in a situation now, or opportunities where we're able to go to Nashville, we're able to go in Texas, we're able to play in different places around the country. But what's really cool of all, the most coolest of all, is to be able to come home and bring our music right here to the farm and share it with all these fans that love our music. It's pretty amazing.
Now, you kept your country music pretty traditional over the years, and you had to make a decision, I suppose, early on to do that. What played in your mind that was the way you wanted to go?
Well, I'm a second generation. By that I mean my dad was a great singer, entertainer, and I always grew up in that old farmhouse. Every morning I listened to Merle Haggard or Conway Twitty or George Jones, and I was always influenced by that great music. And I seen, you know, here in the last 15 years or so, that there was such a need for the traditional folks to have new country music that respects and reflects that traditional sound.
was driving, it was raining, on my way to bring her roses. When I got there, she wasn't there alone. Oh, it tore my world to pieces to know we'd never be together. So I said goodbye and headed off down the road. I couldn't see for the tears had rained. I heard the crash and I felt the pain, and my life was over just like that. But I'm in a better place, no more tears on my face. Up here above the clouds, I can see clearly now. She was my reason for living, and after all the love I'd given, I never dreamed I'd die with this heartache. Oh, but I'm in a better place. Now she's standing there crying like she's dying to hold me. Too bad she waited too late. I spent most of my life just trying to make her love me. I can't believe what it took to finally make her look my way. The preacher man sends up a prayer, the organ music fills the air, and a choir sings as they carry me away. But I'm in a better place, no more tears on my face. Up here above the clouds, I can see clearly now. She was my reason for living, and after all the love I'd given, I never dreamed I'd die with this heartache. Oh, but I'm in a better place. Oh, she was my reason for living, and after all the love I'd given, I never dreamed I'd die with this heartache. Oh, but I'm in a better place.
A strong community contains a lot of moving parts. Good jobs, a healthy economy, and maybe most importantly, pride. At Poet, we are proud to be doing our part, creating new local jobs and spurring economic development while producing products that improve lives around the globe. Together, we're not just working to serve our community, but to change the world. And that's something we can all be proud of. See the world differently with Poet.
Alan Davis Insurance Agency, with 30 years commitment to the community, providing quality insurance services. Alan is a business owner and an active farmer, and he knows firsthand the pressures of running your farming operation. Call Alan today and ask about coverage for your farm, your vehicles, your equipment, crops, and more. Call 1-800-686-2148. That's 1-800-686-2148. Automate your existing sliding doors with Propel Automation of Ohio. automate up to 60-foot twin sliding shed or barn doors with their award-winning patented system. And now Propel Automation of Ohio is part of Ohio Agribility Program, allowing Ohio farmers and farm families who are coping with disabilities or long-term health conditions to automate their doors. For security, safety, convenience, remember Propel Automation of Ohio. Check us out on the web at propelohio.com. Grubb Painting reminds you that if you're planning that next big project inside or outside your home or business, consider Grubb Painting for professional, affordable painting services. Whether you're looking for a change in color or remodeling, Grubb Painting will provide you with timely service and expert work. Grubb Painting, serving Cincinnati and the surrounding area for over 25 years. Check us out on the web at grubbpainting.com. That's grubbpainting.com.
So I've always played traditional music, but I've realized here recently that more now than ever, we need to keep this traditional sound alive and well. And so every album I record and everything that I am associated with is towards the traditional sound. And you know, country music in itself is a diverse music. You know, you got honky-tonkin', foot stomping, you got western swing, you got ballads that come from the heart. So the fact that I've kept it traditional, it's a wide, diverse country music, but it's brand new music that has that familiar sound that people have grown accustomed to and frankly, they've been missing the last several years.
You know, when we first came here today, Richard drove up on his little buggy out there, and you've got a farm to operate. How do you do everything?
Well, it's a good thing we have friends, and it's a good thing we have brothers and neighbors. You know, well, we try to manage a lot. I have a hay operation, and we got some horses and donkeys, and you know, my wife, she has another business that she runs besides the farm, and she helps me immensely here on the farm. But, you know, we are very fortunate. Our schedule is becoming busier and busier and busier, so it's getting harder and harder to do all the responsibilities of the farm. But as we speak, so far we've been able to maintain all the responsibilities. And so now if you guys get bored at hay season, come down and see us. We can always use an extra hand or two.
Well, now I used to like to do that. If folks would like to find out and follow what you're doing as far as your entertainment, I'm sure you've got a website.
Yes, just go to richardlynchband.com. And you can see all the various websites there, all the places we're playing, all the music we're playing, all the merchandise. And, you know, if you want to learn a bit more about us, we have a pretty cool, amazing foundation that we started called the Love Tattoo Foundation that's geared to help our men and women of the military. So if you can see all that information that's on the website there. And it's pretty entertaining, and we always love to hear from the folks and, you know, get to know these folks. Nothing better for me than be able to shake their hand and hug their neck every now and then.
Very good. From the Keeping It Country Farm, Richard Lynch, thanks for being with us.
Thanks, Gary. We'll see you again.
How many people love our good old US of A out there? Here's our brand new song called We're American Proud. We got American pride. We stand side by side. We talk clear and loud. We're American proud. From California to Maine, our freedom's the same. From the backwoods to big towns, we're American proud. Here's to our truck driving pals. They put in the miles. All our farmers and friends whose day never ends. With our soldiers in mind, they leave no one behind. To God we keep our heads bowed. We're American proud. Yeah, we are! Look at the pride in our eyes. There's no way to disguise. No, you can't keep us down.
we're American proud. Here's to our truck driving pals. They put in the mile. All our farmers and friends, whose day never ends. With our soldiers in mind, they leave no one behind. To God we keep our heads bowed. We're American proud. God bless America. We're American proud. We're American proud.
Howdy folks, my name is Richard Lynch. My earliest of my memory, I can remember getting up and walking out in the old, we were raised in an old farmhouse, and I'd get out of bed, we'd run into the kitchen, and Dad would have a fire built in the old cook stove, and I can remember on the radio be playing some traditional country music, the Osborne Brothers, and you know, back then it would be Buck Owens and Mel Street, and I just knew that that music was in my heart because my dad did it, and it was what I wanted to do, no question.
He'll tell you that tradition in America is strong.
Country's from the heart. It's the horses, it's the horse barn, it's the raising the hay, working on a farm, getting to work with my old cattle dog, enjoying country to its fullest, and enjoying country music to its fullest. Country to me is just a way of life. I think a lot of people that have respect for our country and our traditional values like my music. I'm pretty sure of that. I'm thankful for the position I'm finally in, and I'm thankful for good people who like my music.
They're tried and true, red, white, and blue, and the last of a dying breed.
Independent Country Music Hall of Fame artist Richard Lynch has toured the world, performing thousands of concert dates during his nearly 40 years in country music. If you're interested in bringing Richard Lynch and his award-winning band to your venue, fair, festival, or other special event, please contact us at richardlynchband.com. That's our website, richardlynchband.com. Alan Davis Insurance Agency, with 30 years commitment to the community, providing quality insurance services. Alan is a business owner and an active farmer, and he knows firsthand the pressures of running your farming operation. Call Alan today and ask about coverage for your farm, your vehicles, your equipment, crops, and more. Call 1-800-686-2148. That's 1-800-686-2148. The Ohio Soybean Council and the Soybean Checkoff established the Soybean Rewards Program to provide Ohio soybean farmers information, research, and other resources about yields, premium opportunities, new varieties, disease and pest management, conservation best management practices, and much, much more. For more information, check them out on the web at soybeanrewards.org. That's soybeanrewards.org.
Here's another song that I wrote. I mentioned my dad, what a big inspiration he was, and I'm just going to sing about it. A little song called Daddy's Words. I've always heard those words, I'm going down kicking, but it didn't mean much to me. And I've always been told you ought to pay attention, but that was really hard for me. I had to find out for myself, no one could tell me. I had to prove them all wrong. Ain't it funny how life can teach you a lesson you should have known all along? I'm hearing Daddy's words loud and clear. If I'd have just done what he said to do, I wouldn't be standing here. Daddy's words are running through my head. Take a step back, boy, figure it out. That's what he always said. Well, it didn't take long. I started thinking about all the dumb things I did, like spending my money money on gold digging women and acting like a crazy kid. But as I got older, I got a little wiser, started to figure it out. So Dad, if you're watching, paying close attention, and I'm hoping I can make you proud. I'm hearing Daddy's word, ooh, loud and clear. If I'd have just done what he said to do, I wouldn't be standing here. Daddy's words are running through my head. Take a step back, boy, figure it out. That's what he always said. Oh, Daddy's words are running through my head. Take a step back, boy, figure it out. That's what he always said. Where'd you boys put my tools? Is that where you found them? Daggone boys, can't have nothing.
That's going to do it for this week's edition of In Ohio Country Today. Want to thank Richard Lynch and the Richard Lynch Band, Donna Lynch, Randy Hayford, and the entire crew down in beautiful Waynesville, Ohio, for being our special feature story this week on In Ohio Country Today. If you want more information, check them out on the web at richardlynchband.com. That's richardlynchband.com. Or you can check us out on the web at inohiocountry.com. Have a good day, everybody.